filling us up. Never seen a tender truck like this. I've always seen the ones that have the augers that go up at an angle out the back. I'm gonna go finish that field then before it rains, and then park it back in the shop so it doesn't get wet. So no, I don't want to get too far ahead of us, but I got another 25 acres. What do I have left? 25-30 acres of that field left, so knock that out quick, and then maybe pick a few rock, and then see what he's up to. It's still April 25th. We're gonna get rained out this afternoon. These guys are topped off. That's a nice big tender truck. Just started the tractor up, let it warm up. Roll the tarp and see what I can spread. Yeah, they know how to fill a tarp. Last year I don't think we got a near as full, but I think this might be a little bit bigger than the one we got last year from the other co-op. Another digger running empty, just switch over. Pulling the lever up front. They just delivered urea, filled her up. So I think the urea, if that, from what I know about the dashes there, NPK. So then the N is the first one, that's nitrogen. So the urea is 46% nitrogen. I think that's what that means, but somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure that's the beauty of this. I don't know a whole lot about what all this means, but it's like, what's that movie? Yeah, I know some of those words. Oh, Good Burger. I know some of those words. But what do they got? They just put 11,000 pounds in here, and I think that's much bigger than the one last year, because last year I don't remember doing more than about 50 acres to a thing. And the gate's open, it's set at the same spread rate, I think, about, at least, if the gates are the same on both units. So they got 11,000 pounds in there, and they prescribed 163 pounds an acre. So at that rate, you're supposed to be able to do 67.3 acres. So I did about that yesterday. Somewhere's in there. I was guessing around there. So yeah, I'm gonna go try to finish off the last. I think I got about 30 acres, maybe a little better. A couple wet holes, so maybe I have to go around them. So maybe around 30 acres. So go knock that out. Make sure the planter keeps going. They were delivered some of that field tile for that landlord that's going to tile his field, so maybe they're tiling today too before the rain. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to push here before the rain's moving in, so you can see the clouds or not. Man, here, there's 6 rolls of tile sitting there. Once we get past the hill here, they're getting ready to tile over there. I'm slowing down so I can get a steady video right there. I can't quite zoom enough. There's 6 huge rolls of tile. So I'm slamming it here. Speed up when I turn around. But I'll show you one of the reasons why we like pulling it with a 4-wheel drive tractor. This tractor, it's on the smaller end of 4-wheel drives, as that 4-wheel drives are concerned. I think it's around like 180 horsepower. So an unworked soybean stubble here. Been going about 11 miles an hour. GPS, I got 5 feet to play with, because we set it for 45 and 50-foot spread. I'm within a foot accuracy right now. Now I'm dead on. But you can see there's a wet spot ahead of us that we weren't able to combine. We did combine it once we had all the rest of the beans picked, but we did have to go around it. Take her back a second when we cross these combine ruts. But this thing blasts right through it. It's a little soft in here. I got a big tractor that floats across. She come right across too, because those carts got pretty good floater tires on it. The guy that ripped it here, I don't know what he was doing. It's the same guy that ripped that other piece. Kind of just shot half of it across it, about bounces you out of your seat. You got to slow way down. Not sure where he was going, but oh well. The rain's still moving in on us, but we're gonna see what we can get done here. I'm gonna get this field done. I just gotta get up to the road here. Runs with the combine. Couldn't even make it uphill. But so that's what I'm up to, just trying to spread the cart a little bit. They had it so full that the tarp couldn't quite snap shut. So I'm gonna spread some here, and then the tarp will be shut by the time I get done, because I'm gonna be able to spread about 25-30 acres worth here. And park it. I'm going to go mow lawn over at the bin site and over at one of the houses that's nearby, and we'll see what the weather does, but it is supposed to rain, so I don't think we're going to get carried away working this, but we're sinking in a little bit. But we like playing in the mud, as you can tell from last year, but I think these guys over here with all this tile, they're going to be the mud experts. They play in the mud all the time. I hope I get to come out and see them put it in, because seeing those big machines go through that wet hole, that's going to be something else. So I'm going to go around that wet hole there, though, because that's, well, we'll see. It might look wetter than it is. We'll see once I get down there. But I might not turn you guys on for that, because that might take some, a little bit of focus to blast through there. We'll see what it looks like. What? Look who's here. I'm going to stop for a second and watch him cross the railroad tracks. I'm going to make my turn so the PTO's not crooked. Dale Enterprises, they're ready to get dirty in the mud. Looks like a bulldozer. I don't know how many semis they have. I know they got like 10 excavators every time I go by their site. If their low boys are having trouble getting across the railroad tracks. Possibly. Well, I'll see if another semi shows up with the tile plow. Walked it. Feels pretty firm. It's squishy, but firm enough. But something like D6, D8. I don't know what that is. Dale Enterprise ready to sock some tile in, but I know these are famous last words, but felt pretty firm. Need my PTO to stay on. Squishy, throwing a little butt on this side, but we're getting her done. Get back over to where I'm supposed to be. Heck yeah. Construction equipment's kind of cool too. I hope you guys don't mind. There's probably going to be some bulldozer, excavator type. Well, I don't know if they're going to bring an excavator. I imagine they got to bring some sort of smaller excavator at least to get the tile plow in the ground, but it's gonna be some cool videos, I think. If they don't mind, see if they mind first. Some people don't like being on video, but you really can't see who's operating it. You can just see the machine most of the time. But I don't know what they do with a bulldozer. Maybe they use it to help pull the plow. The plow gets into some squishy stuff. Kind of like I'm into some squishy stuff right now. Throttle up. I didn't think I'd make it through this, but these big floater tires are nice. And the four-wheel drive. If you had a, you know, if we were pulling this with a 4630 or 4430 or something like that, you know, one of them tractors, you would probably bury it because the front ends on those like to sink down and that stuff. Or maybe if you had a front wheel assist, it'd be okay. But we're sending it.